Hello and welcome, everybody. Today we've got a new Friday feature going, and it is Hardspace Shipbreaker. Made by Blackbird Interactive, Hardspace Shipbreaker is a science fiction blue-collar story. I always had a fascination with, as many of you are aware at this point, no doubt, I've always had a fascination with games that try something truly unique that I've never seen before, and Hardspace Shipbreaker is a game that absolutely falls under that umbrella. This is a game that is about cutting open, sorting, and salvaging spaceships. You pick a spaceship that you decide that you want to work on. It is put into your personal work port, and then using plasma cutters and tethers and things such as that nature, you sort them as items to be processed, to be furnaced, or to be collected. And because these are derelict or defunct ships that just came in, you don't know what the pressurization status is. You don't know if they have hazardous materials on board. So it's not a safe job. It's a dangerous one. But nonetheless, would you believe... Y'all should understand that I do not plan things in any remote capacity at this point. So I don't know whether I should say you'll just have to trust me that, or it is incredibly obvious that prior to 10 minutes I did not realize I was playing a thematically appropriate game for May 1st. But yes, happy May 1st, everyone. Happy Labor Day. And let's play a game about blue-collar work and debt. Fire things up here. Good. Looks like everything's working. This game contains explosions and other flashing lights. It may not be suitable for people with photosensitive conditions such as photosensitive epilepsy. Player discretion is advised. Blackbird Interactive. Four different difficulties. You're presented with four different difficulty options the moment you start here. Open shift. No oxygen drain, no shift timer. Unlimited lives, but you work on the clock. Time is money. 30 revives for the whole campaign. No revives for the whole campaign. Save file is deleted as soon as you die. We will be operating on standard difficulty. Humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged. The Shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. Power bill past due, credit transfer declined, food shortages, only 2 days of internet access allowed. Shipbreaker application, pave the way to the Galaxy program, update on your application status. Link salvage, November 9th, 2329. Application number 1259HG5, citizen ID LF29118OS, Coastal Provinces, Conclave 7. employment confirmation form. Greetings, citizen LF291180S. Congratulations, you have been accepted into Lynx Corporation's pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Your selection was based on above-average physical and cognitive ability. You are assigned to Salvage Station Number 42, designation Morrigan. Demonstrate the ability to build and grow a profitable operation, and a number of exciting opportunities await you. Remember, employment in this program is at the sole discretion of Lynx Corporation and can be revoked at any time. Acts of malice or insubordination will not be tolerated. Upon signing this form, please proceed immediately to the nearest Lynx Corporation shuttle hub for transport to the worksite. Finalize the following pages to confirm employment. Account name. Lynx Work Effort Tracking Program requires an account name. Please enter an account name below. Profanity or anti-corporate slang and jargon is not accepted. Move the slide. Select Reliable Package. We proudly offer the Everwork Asset Replacement Program to new employees. Below are the details of your selected spare package. Terran Health Board Advisory. Cloning has a 0.02% chance of DNA corruption. Unlimited spares. $150,000 per spare. Voice ID verification. Verify the voice file you submit in your original application. Orientation preference. Select orientation scheme for your personal mobility unit. Proper settings may improve productivity by up to 40%. Our food processors serve a variety of diet preferences. Food costs may vary over time. Plastic free. I agree that I have no criminal record in the Terran or Martian zones. A record in the Jovian frontier is acceptable. I am not a member of and have never associated with a workers' union or other labor interest. I have completed my annual medical exam and have been cleared of having Macculloch's lung. I have no commercial or real estate interests on Luna, in the asteroid belt, or in the nation state of Arizona. I'll bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. I understand and accept the health risks associated with long-term exposure to a van der Waals field. I will vote for Chancellor Chen Zong in the Pan-American Senate election. It doesn't matter what this says. Anything to get out of here.
Into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
After the cutscene.
9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rai Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our EverWork program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
I don't actually have a proper setup for this. Allow me a moment. That ain't right. Just doing it the hacky way for now. There we go. You'll feel like you're in a family here. Yeah. Yes, I want a fresh start.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable. Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now. Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
EverWork asset replacement successful. Genetic sequence stored. Congratulations, it is now safe to die. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of biomaterials used in the EverWork process. An additional fee is required for deaths that occur outside of working hours. You may now proceed with salvage training. Good luck. $1.2 billion in debt.
All right, breathe, breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right, let's test out your orientation controls. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. All right. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around. Now vertical control. Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints. Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you? All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just... There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying, these things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it. Check out your HUD when you've got an object grappled. It shows you the mass of the object and whether you can move it or not. Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up. This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool. Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move. That's how you do it. Okay, let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends.
Yeehaw, partner, indeed.
All right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
So if you're holding onto something, you can hit F in order to send a pulse that will only affect the object you're holding. If you press F without anything grabbed, you will do a generalized pulse toward everything in front of you. In addition to basic just pulling and grabbing and moving things.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're gonna have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool, start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now. Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certification and ranking up.
Oh, this is furnace.
Material deposited.
Looks like there's nothing else, just these.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there. Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in and we'll get started.
Dead Space's strategic dismemberment system. Yeah, pretty similar. A sort of more ornate version of that. A more or less mathematically perfect first shift.
New certification level awarded. License upgraded.
Basic certification achieved.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. Sleep tight there, Cutter.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
Reminder, minimum payments are due by 10 a.m. Solar Standard Time each day. Failure to pay on time is considered a breach of contract.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training? Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read. Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
Certification System is our proprietary career progression tool for all of our shipbreakers. It provides each employee with a fulfilling and promising future as part of the Lynx family. Certification ranks range from 1 as the entry point all the way up to rank 30, which is reserved only for our most accomplished employees. It is advised to view the certification tab on your HAB terminal as a guide to gain access to more tools, upgrade ships, and hazard levels. Proving yourself as a loyal and skilled employee will reward you with fresh new challenges in the work bay. Good luck, Shipbreaker. Onboarding gets you spares. We now have access to mackerel station hoppers and mackerel light cargoes. Kleinco mackerel is the most common ship model in the colonies. Light cargo model is used for civilian cargo and contain a wide variety of objects. Station hopper transport is outfitted with add terminals. Electrical safety is advised. Salvage goal system. With performance in mind, salvage goals should help shipbreakers in understanding the expected total value from a ship. Established by our finely tuned salvage assessment algorithms, salvage goals are an incentive that rewards overall progress, yielding additional rewards when reached. These goals provide many goodies to our valued shipbreakers, highly rewarding those who reach all provided salvage goals without destroying salvage. Lynx encourages employees to aim for salvaging as much material as possible on all provided ships in order to maximize the value of the ships provided. Financial Relief Program. Everything important and good in this world comes with a price. Each privileged person who joins our family to become a shipbreaker comes with significant costs. Fortunately, Lynx shoulders the burden of these costs temporarily, and will let you hit the ground running and begin training, stress-free. The cost sharing is handled through our innovative Employee Financial Relief Program. This program covers all essential onboarding costs and fees, including the cost of training and equipment borrowed from Lynx Salvage. Also included is the fees for the Everwhere Asset Replacement Program, which enables safe, unlimited career progression and growth through the power of Lynx technology. In return, as your skills and expertise grow, all the value that you earn as a shipbreaker will all be automatically deducted from the amount you owe to the Financial Relief Program. This ensures that the borrowed amount is paid off as quickly as possible so you can get on with building yourself a brighter future. Structure mode is pre-installed on every OptiCool cross-spectrum scanner unit and standard issue Lynx worksuit. Core part of the Shipbreaker toolkit allows you to access the structural makeup of a ship, clearly demarcating hull panels, structure beams, and important cut points. And is the default. You know what that means. Your time is up, and your time is up, and your time is up, and your time is up!
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
We have the Corpulent Brewster XII, Swift Charon, the Zealous McGilveray Axe, and Southern Badger. Which one should we take? All of these have a hazard level of 0, so... Swift Charon it is.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
So it looks like we've got yellow cut points here on the edges of the thruster cap. Designed to fit most ship thrusters, this cap keeps the thruster in place. So we can use our dart here. Burn that out. Burn that out. And... oh. No, you don't. Wrangling you over there.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Let's take a look inside. Fully depressurized. Looks more or less entirely empty, too. Good first step is to go into the outer edges of the ship here. And just spear each those cut points. Just watch the temperature on that cutter there. You can see the heat meter on the side of it. Ooh, a little close there. That's a well thought out and romantic way of putting it, Conley.
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first. Trust me, soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start, salvaging back down Earthside, in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in, one of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tide of profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Link. Tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. Weaver out.
It looks like we've gotten every single cut point. Which leaves us with a bunch of panels. Note that this is despite being an exterior panel, which is usually made of nanocarbon,
Valuable
this is
object
actually
accepted for processing.
like a cargo bay, I believe. And so this one is actually goes to the furnace. Easy beginner mistake to make. And in addition, it's got a little chunk of processor on it. So if we really want to be special, fancy, we go the extra kilometer. Chunk that off first.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Material accepted.
Thank you, Trinity Night Gaming, for following.
Hey, Trinity, welcome. So I'm gonna do a shout out for our newest follow here.
Processing valuable deposit.
We got a moderator in
Credits
chat.
transferred. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
I don't know if I got set where you gotta wait 10 minutes before you can first chat, but I think I turned that off, but I can't be certain. Somehow I was never following.
Processing object.
Happens.
Applying credits to account.
Trinity also hails from the same collective that I do. Same community.
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
6 degrees of freedom, blue collar work in space. Happy May Day, everyone. Remember, if anyone ever tells you that iPhone was made by capitalism,
Accepted for processing.
you respond to them with, it was made by labor, along with everything else in the world. Capitalism has just decided who gets the money from it. Simple as that. Chop off as much of the glass in here as we can. The rest of it goes in the processor.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
The community I'm talking about is Jade the Kobold. Jade the Kobold is a YouTube streamer, so I can't do a direct shout out via Twitch, but kobold.fun.
Credits awarded.
And so if you could put kobold.fun in the chat there. Just the URL. That should link you directly to her YouTube. Nope, that's furnace, not a processor. Yep, just like that.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Lost a tiny bit of salvage from the bits of glass that were still stuck onto the panel. But the truth of the matter is, you can never cut perfectly. There's always going to be just a little bit of stuff stuck to other stuff. All you can do is your best.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oh, the website's certification ticket is expired? Good to know. Alright.
Material deposited.
Don't
Account credit
go
applied.
to copal.fun at this particular second. Instead.
Rewards allocated.
Whoa. That was close. Instead, just go directly to our YouTube channel. Jade the Kobold. Should be easy enough to find. I'll let her know about that, though. It's too heavy to move on its own, so we chop, chop, chop.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Raw material deposited.
Is that heresy of any kind? I need an official answer on whether that's
Final salvage goal reached.
blasphemous or not.
Allocated.
There you are. Get in there.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
And just like that. We're done here. Ooh. Well done, Coder.
New certification level has been achieved. License level increased.
I could get used to that. The processor scans and analyzes valuable alloys and composite materials before sorting and packing them for transport.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go ahead and pick another ship.
Live, laugh, salvage. We could continue to work on our current ship, but that is literally pointless because, you know, we did manage to salvage it all in one shift, so. Our new selection of ships, as usual. First person to tell me gets it. The Corpulent Smith, Trident XV, Northern Panther Mark V, the Wrangler, and the Matthews Mark 7. Smith? Smith it is. This one seems to have some interesting chassis attachment points on the outside there. Hazards, explosives. This thing might have a bomb in it. Claiming a new ship will clear the salvage bay of your existing ship. All remaining salvage will be forfeit to Lynx. Findings show stickers induce positive sensations without the use of chemicals or medicines. Finance department is very interested.
All right. Hold up a second there, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're gonna want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time.
Love that hologram boot up.
Give it a go.
So, not everything needs to be broken down into its constituent parts. Some things are valuable inherently. You know, it doesn't make much sense to throw a functional long-range radio transmitter into a furnace for its spare metal. And so, here we got an antenna. It's loosely attached enough that we can just grab it off. And without damaging or smacking it into stuff too much.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Toss it in the hoop.
Applying credit.
Got an airlock console. It's unpowered though.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Valuable object accepted for processing.
It's like a front bumper. That's what this actually is. Oh, careful. If you try and do a cut like this, you will cut the window behind it. There's definitely an argument to using the needler instead of the actual cutter, even if it is a bit slower. That's another reason. That's fuel tank I didn't see there. Suffice to say, you don't want to cut those.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Lynx regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. I'm turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Doesn't have to be small objects either that are valuable to keep. That entire nacelle is worth holding on to. Goes to the barge.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Good stuff, Cutter. Pretty easy, right? All right, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you hit the next rank. Weaver out.
Flinging myself at light speed across the map.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Hatch has little cut points on the outside here. Pop those off. Cargo hatch itself is valuable. Into the barge. Carefully pull these out.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Okay, we got more fuel tanks in here. Let's get them free floating first. Guard the integrity of your tools and equipment back in the hab. Mine now. Easy there, Cutter. I like Weaver. Weaver is a friend. This thing between here. Maybe if I actually use my hands. Oh there, buddy. Good enough. Down we go.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Damn right I'm a cut above. Plus I'm tough and super cool. Let me go and fix this up first. There. These things are heavy. Gonna need to upgrade this tool at some point. I get the certifications for it.
Cutter, Make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't your color. Trust me on this one. We're out. Welcome to Megatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
In some ways, I am forklift certified. Every time I eat, I lift a fork to my mouth. Goodness gracious, that was a stupid joke.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Object processed. Transferring credits.
Okay, I gotta fix something. There. I pressed the wrong button one time too many. That feels a lot more natural. My brain is hardwired for control to crouch, and so control being right was just wigging me out.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
You may find that the game is kind of flickery with how I'm using the puncher there. I will note that I will eventually get an upgrade that will significantly reduce the amount of pulse spam I'm doing. Oh, that's a suit patch kit. that was a beautiful snipe.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Those windows out of there.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Hey, Carter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2 stat. We were out.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Welcome to Megatron Hideout.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Ah, I get to show you a fun little trick you can do with this kind of room setup. Hook everything off. Fling the object large downward. And dump all the things out.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Cute, huh?
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Good to see you, Dusk. Now you've been here a while, but I wanted to say hello nonetheless. Alright.
Deposit accepted.
This is just barely within the weight tier for me to be able to push. Just ever so slightly. Oh, it's that whole thing. Okay. What's that made of? Entirely furnace.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Raw material deposited. Transferring credits. Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded. All salvage goals have been met. Rewards maximized.
All goals complete. We're done here.
connection level attained.
Inner
License
4.
level increased.
While grappling, use your thrust or maneuvering to adjust the direction of your swing. You may have noticed me doing that. There are these things called the jacks, which are just floating there, and those are useful as anchors. You can grapple onto them, and they are heavy enough that you will not be able to pull them, so they're essentially stationary. And then by pressing the reel inward button, you yank yourself toward it. If you mix that with your own...
Urgency.
Heh. I forgot I had that
Morning
on.
Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
Remember, Lynx is a family. Also, I saw that. That's incredibly mean of them. It was headed for the corner and then very distinctly dodged the corner. Urgency will be the next. Will be how I dismantle the next ship. Mackerel Exolab, typically used for deep space research. The Mackerel Exolab is fitted with a wide variety of scientific instrumentation. Extract the fragile equipment carefully and beware of electrical hazards. My predecessor Ted incorrectly stated that there were frequent electrocutions aboard Exolabs. Actually, those electrocutions are still being investigated. Stacy Kaperchuk, Marketing Manager at Kleinco. Hazard Level 2. Ensuring shipbreakers are exposed to hazard levels in ships only according to their proficiency level and median estimated emotional adjustment time should death occur related to these hazards. If you reach clearance for hazard level 2, you may begin to encounter fire hazards in the form of fuel or flaming objects. Burning stuff will result in credit deductions. Damaging your Lynx spare will also cause credit deductions, which is a hell of a way to put it. Mackerel Heavy Cargo also unlocked. Grapple strength can be upgraded to improve handling of its heavy structural elements. On behalf of my former colleague Grenda, we apologize for misstating the fuel efficiency of this model. In fact, it is positively adequate for the transport needs of many companies. Now qualified to handle electrical salvage. Regulatory rollbacks and 2299, Lynx Salvage does not do a preliminary exam of ships to disconnect tangential electrical hazards. Shipbreakers can do that on their own. Electrical components may arc when removed. Lynx, safety third.
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment and some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to your workbench in the equipment room and we'll see about upgrading your tools. I'm gonna read this straight from the manual. Lynx rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first, before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Lynx tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox, tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
The continuous van der Waals tether field system, or simply tethers, reduces the need for multiple shipbreakers to move a single heavy object. A versatile tool in the hands of skilled workers, the introduction of tethers led to the second greatest increase in salvaging efficiency in Lynx history, only losing out to Real Protein Breakfast Meal. This continued in 2262. Tethers are easy and intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple's secondary trigger to place the first contact point, drag the connection to another object, and release the trigger to complete the connection. Tethers automatically retract to pull connected objects together. They can also be used to pull objects into the processor, furnace, or barge for efficient and quick salvaging. My friends, my limiters have been removed. I just got the tethers.
let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple. They're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, then release the input to create the tether.
So as you can see, these are extremely heavy, and they're heavy enough that if we try and push them, we just get launched back, much like the jacks over here. So, we right-click,
Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've already placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all of your tethers. Go ahead and try it now. Yeah, there you go. Now, you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise, but after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them. Try and clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them as a group. I've seen some cutters do incredible things with a daisy chain of tethers. All right. Well done, Cutter. Like I said, tethers are your friends. Once you get the hang of them, you can get pretty creative on how you use them. Now, when you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Salvage accepted.
see how this works? They're real nifty. Tether the jacks.
Salvage
Same thing as if you tether something
Ready
else
to
that
deposit.
is a anchor point. You can technically tether these things to like walls and stuff if you want to.
Salvage deposit
It'll simply pull
secured.
it toward.
Credits awarded.
And in fact, tethering to a jack is kind of what I'm doing by just doing that here. The bottom of the barge bay is a static heavy, so
Salvage accepted.
yeah, jacks have infinite weight, same as the actual storage bay itself. Sorry, infinite mass. Marsville, which was born of the early space eruption, is now governed by a coalition known as the Martian Orbital Confederation.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Okay. Take a look at all these, and make your choice. Vatkov Cruiser, the Big Raven Star Cruiser, the Swift Godard XV, the Debonair Roberts Mark VII, B Mark V, and then again, Urgency. The B it is. B. B is for beauty and always know your part. We can be bees. Nearly all traditional forms of farming and food production have been entirely replaced by vast algae and insect production. This is good news. Okay. Urgency was requested. Safety third, baby. Let's go.
Cutter, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Name's Luke. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing.
What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard. Don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
Oh, Nina. Hey,
Kai! Your mic's still messed up.
How about now?
Better.
Oh, hey, I'm Kaido. Kai.
Mic's still busted, huh?
Oh, yeah, still waiting on the wreck to get
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Cutter, I added you to the Sector Comm channel. It can get lonely out here. Helps to check in with each other from time to time. All right, enough chin wagging. Let's get back to it. Weaver out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
Roaster fuel.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Here's
Salvage
another.
deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Here's another trick.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
As soon as I can unhook this damn thing. What are you caught on? You. So those are all attached there. Not for long.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Oh? Did they change that? I think they might have changed that. The barge used to automatically disconnect items that were still attached to other components. So to get a solid chunk of your ship, send it into the barge until everything dehooks.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Come on, buddy. Fuel tanks are always heavier than you think they are.
Object accepted for processing. Credit deposited. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Tether levels are low.
And just like that, all those items are going into the processor.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned. Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Valuable object processed. Credit
Cutter, you're out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
See that? While I was looking away, all those went in.
Warning. Low oxygen levels detected. Caution. Tether supply depleted.
salvage goal achieved. Reward allocated.
Have a nice day.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Ooh.
Salvage goal missed. Rewards eliminated.
Looks like there was still some seats and stuff in that compartment I could have grabbed.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid. Processing valuable deposit. Credits
And with that?
transferred.
Boom.
New certification level achieved.
Wonder how fast that was. Is Link's an acronym? No.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, Rook. I was thinking our crew should crack some beer sometime. You know, shoot the breeze, fantasize about a debt-free life and all that. Not that that's gonna happen anytime soon. Like, Weaver's been at this for years. 20, maybe? I was just getting kicked out of grade school when he started. Dee Dee sends most of her money home. Goes through links, of course, with huge transfer fees. And Kaido, well, look, Kai's great. He just hasn't really taken to the work. Lynx calls him a low earner. As for me, I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. I just need enough to get me one of those mining skids. You know, for belt running. There's still so many rich rocks along the frontier line. Eventually want to hire some friends from back home. Oh, The Airs platforms. Around Mars? Good people. But work's hard to find there. Don't know when that'll be, though. Just when I think I'm earning at a steady clip, there's another fine or fee. This job's fun as hell and all, but I got other plans. Maybe you do too. Anyway, don't want to get a fine for tying up comms? Kidding! That's not a thing. I don't think. Either way, good luck, Rook. Blue out.
Good morning, Cutter. It's time to begin your workday.
Wizard level 4. Potential high earners. Extraction of reactors from ships is one of the most valuable duties employees can perform. We expect utmost care when engaging with a variety of reactor setups you will encounter. Retrieval of an intact reactor is your highest priority during every salvage operation. It's advised to clear a direct path to the barge for the safest extraction. Reactors will become unstable once removed from the protective housing and can cause severe damage to surrounding objects. Failure to extract a reactor safely is also a failure to comply with expected performance standards. Please ensure you talk to your supervisor if you consider your ability to safely extract a reactor is a risk factor. Atlas Scout. Solar winds at your back, cosmic dust flying by, the speed of a comet at your fingertips. Meet the Atlas Scout, purpose engineered for getting away and back in the blink of an eye. Sporting a pair of Starleaf proprietary quasar thrusters, the Scout ensures you're able to cover a lot of ground quickly. Atlas, powerful, dependable, enduring. The foundation of a better world. Achievement unlocked. Heard the magic word beer uttered over the microphone.
I think it's time for you to learn about the mother lode of any ship. The reactor. Most dangerous part of shipbreaking. But you got this. Continue when you're ready, Cutter.
Hold more tethers. Faster thrusters. New scan mode systems. Stinger cutter now has longer range. Training ship. Fun fact, the term ghost ship originates from Earth's ancient mariners.
I remember my first reactor pull. I was shaking like a leaf. You got less on the line now, but still. Let's try to do this without a critical meltdown. Looks like this ship's reactor's toward the aft, but there are lots of different configurations out in the wild. Okay, we're only focused on one thing right now. Pull the reactor and get it on the barge. As soon as you disconnect the reactor from this ship, it'll start to melt down, so act fast and make sure you have an exit strategy ahead of time.
Good mission for Paranoia.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. Salvage secured.
Airlock over there.
Account credit applied.
There we go. We now have the systems view, which will make it a lot easier to tell if I missed any important valuable objects.
Alright, this one's pretty easy. Should just slide out of her coolant casing with a good yank from your grapple. Try to have your extraction fully planned out before disconnecting it from the ship.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh, right, of course.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Object processed. Transferring credits.
There we go. I'm gonna be real. As I Lockhart, that is a great thing to note if I wasn't just vibing. I kind of just like feeling like I'm letting the game speak for itself. But yeah, that's a very good point to note. Game absolutely has incredibly dynamic audio based on what you are doing, your current danger situation, where you are,
Material accepted.
what
Credits
you're near,
assigned.
how much oxygen you have left. So, this reactor, this is as easy as can be. Tether. Tether.
Well, congrats, Cutter. You're certainly picking this stuff up faster than I did back in the day. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it till you get to the next range. Until then, remember this. Measure twice, cut once. The tethers are your friends. Good luck out there, Cutter. We were out.
And right there was another beautiful example of exactly that. My character started breathing hard as soon as the reactor was detached out of nervousness, and the music added a new instrument for the reactor being disconnected. Yep, music went synthy. Okay, I think that's the strategy that I use. I might have gotten it wrong earlier. Instead of manually dismounting every object, you tether them together, and that will, due to the pulling force, set them in a free float mode. And then from there you can pull them in deliver. Saves a lot of time to do it that way. Because otherwise you would need to do that on every item.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage
Oh, no, you
secured.
don't.
Applying credit. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Tether supplies running low.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
Did a bunch of deliveries immediately after each other, so the music picked up.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
In a very, yeah, thank you, Daedalus, for pointing that out. In a move that is very fitting for the overall narrative and concepts that this game provides. Blackbird Interactive had this game published under Focus Entertainment. Very recently, Blackbird Interactive has gained full original rights to this game's IP and concepts. They managed to purchase this setting from their publisher. Games are made by people. Games are made by people, and everything is made by labor. See if we can do our tricky trick again. Oh, and now that oh wow, I was completely turned upside down. I looked upward and was like, where's the barge? Oh, we're still connected. Okay.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Whoops. There was nothing in there. All the items fell out before I did that.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Happy May 1st, everyone.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Beautiful cut on that glass. Gorgeous extraction on that one.
Material deposited. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Link's out here notifying me that I've incinerated one light bulb. Truly the greatest sin of efficiency that I have ever committed.
Salvage gold lead. Rewards assigned. Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Apparently there was a airlock switch panel still inside that thing. But you can see that chart at the top. We're doing fine in terms of overall material capture.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Cutter, looks like you used your last tether. Head on over to the kiosk to pick up some more.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your
Hazards restored.
That's 5 minutes left on the clock, Cutter. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh yeah, we're timed now, by the way.
Accepted. Credits awarded.
I literally already forgot what I just said. Oh yeah, I'm timed. Right.
Salvage goal obtained.
It's like, I discussed some sort of gameplay mechanic, but what was it?
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
The light
Salvage
bulb!
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Blue, blue. My precious light bulb got destroyed.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Get back here, you.
Warning. Workbay limits are out of bounds. Please turn back.
Can you catch that thing before it goes in the burner? Power cell. Into the barge.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Timed in addition to the oxygen, yes. You are allowed to use multiple shifts on a single
Object
ship,
processed. Transferring credits.
but nonetheless, you do need to... You are on a time limit.
Deposit accepted.
You are allowed to turn off this time limit for open shift mode, but the fascinating thing is the time limit actually kind of serves a genuine purpose. And that is... everything that's been tossed into the barge gets cleared, and various other, like, small, garbage collection from a technical systems standpoint for the game gets handled in between shifts. By unloading and reloading map, they can keep the game running at good efficiency, even if you end up chopping up a bunch of stuff. And so it's actually a little bit of a tactic to keep the game running smoothly by forcing you to have a temporary shift that you need to revisit the hab in between each time. Junior Apprentice. Medals are to soldiers as stickers are to shipbreakers. Oh, it's way too hot in this room. Hang on. Ugh. You see, this is why I don't use an actual
Hello,
webcam.
Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
If what I said just now doesn't make any sense to you, don't worry about it.
Howdy, Rook. So, this can be, an awkward subject, but you've probably noticed Lynx doesn't take great care of us. Up until maybe 100 years ago, workers like us would sometimes form these groups, called unions, and go toe-to-toe with the company. They'd argue for better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing. Lynx was actually part of getting rid of them, but some of us are trying to bring them back. I can tell you're a good person, and a hard worker. The company will use you up. It's just built that way. So I thought you might be interested in the Union News Group. There are new messages every couple of days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just keep it on the down low. The others don't know about it. Weaver and Dee are a bit too by the book. Kaido is just too anxious. Poor kid. But I wanted you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I was new. Okay, spiel over. See you in the yard, Rook. Flew out.
Surprised they don't monitor communications for that kind of thing. Do they?
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
Hazard level 5. Gaining access to the #1 cause of death in the shipbreaker profession, pressurization. Some ships you encounter may or may not be pressurized or contain pressurized pockets. Breaching these spaces incorrectly can cause an explosive decompression, which can cause damage to valuable salvage and Lynx equipment. To depressurize properly, Lynx advises the use of the standardized atmosphere regulators located throughout a ship. Lynx strictly prohibits shipbreakers intentionally using explosive decompressions, so-called controlled decompressions, to enact rapid salvage. Reminder that your activity while in the salvage bay is monitored. Note that some ships may come with damaged atmosphere regulators, which does not allow for authorized and safe decompression procedure. Remember the beer sticker. Kippers, that is an incredibly good point. I don't think I ever noticed that. I was awarded the beer sticker because somebody mentioned the word beer. Good frickin' point. Holy crap. Atlas Nomad. In the vast expanses between ports, the only person you have to depend on is yourself. Only one ship is built for life on the rails, the Atlas Nomad. Designed for the independent hauler, the Nomad's spacious sleeper cabin is a home away from home, boasting every essential amenity. Three rugged With 3 rugged quasar thrusters, ample cargo space, and modular exterior storage, the Nomad is truly the answer to long-distance, long-term hauling. Atlas, powerful, dependable, enduring. The foundation of a better world. Starleap Heavy Industries.
Hey, Cutter. You're gonna start getting pressurized shifts now. Lou and I will show you the ropes when you're ready.
Hey again, Rogue. Just wanted to say I'm impressed with how quick you're picking things up. Not sure what kind of work you've done before, but you're a natural cutter. Probably knows Lynx doesn't exactly take great care of us, don't blame him. Don't really have a reason to. Up until about 100 years ago, workers like us would make groups called unions and fight for better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing. Basically balance things so people don't just get exploited to hell. Lynx was actually key in getting rid of all that. But there's a group of shipbreakers now trying to bring back the idea of a union, change things for the better. Did you know Lynx keeps your DNA even if you leave the job? Or those hull panels you get 10 credits for are resold for thousands apiece? That's the kind of thing these folks want to change. Anyway, it's all hush-hush. Lynx stomps it out right quick. But I see that you're a good person and a hard worker. I'll tell you now, they're gonna use you up and you'll get nothing for it. I put you on a list for news from the group. Comes every couple days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just please don't report me. I just want you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I was new. To group undisclosed from Sunder undisclosed. Unverified. Welcome. For authorized members only. Thank you for signing up for the Salvage Workers Unite newsletter. We are happy you're here. As our group grows, so does our ability to affect positive change for all shipbreakers. As a reminder, the activities of this group are only for authorized members. Please respect the mission and the privacy of your fellow member and do not share outside the group. We wish to improve work conditions and ensure that voices of shipbreakers are heard and respected. We intend to coordinate with the Stellar Commission to start negotiation with the company around policy changes. Here are the key demands we intend to bring forward. Cancel the debt. The dangerous work of a shipbreaker should not come with crippling debt owed to the company that profits off that work. We demand the debt be canceled immediately. Workplace safety. While shipbreaking is a dangerous task, there are unnecessary risks involved due to company policies or quotas. We demand improvements that would greatly decrease the risk of injury or death. Investigate contract clauses. We demand that shipbreaker contract be audited by the Stellar Commission to ensure human rights are honored, in particular the clauses around ownership of the genetic sequence of shipbreakers. Thank you again for joining us. Solidarity is strength, and we are on the path to improve all of our lives. Salvage Workers Unite. This game sometimes gets a little bit of... Do I say this? Yeah, whatever. This game sometimes gets a little bit of flack for being rather on the nose. Rather unsubtle, perhaps, with its messaging. I don't think that's a bad thing. An introduction to the concept of unions is useful for people. The messaging here is very, very obvious. It's pretty blatant, and at times you could argue that it gets a little cartoonish. But nonetheless, none of these are particularly critiques, you know? It just is a matter of what it is. Oh, thank God. An updated version of the push module. This highly sophisticated unit allows for the buildup of an even larger van der Waals field. Holding the device's trigger will charge up a large-scale field, increasing the effective push force by a considerable margin. Instead of me spamming pushes over and over, I can now charge one up for a stronger push. Unsubtle art is a long tradition. Whether the message is worth the attention or not is usually in your face, says BTA Lady Havoc. And Conley, giving us the beautiful, beautiful phrase that I love so much. There are writers who use subtle subtext, and they are all cowards. Almost got the quote right. I know writers who use subtext, and they are all cowards. From a comedy about a movie director on his decision to have the doctor be paid in literal peanuts as opposed to metaphorical peanuts of a low wage.
Alright. Our friend Lou thinks she's the expert on pressurized ships. So, I'm gonna let her take the lead on this one.
You give me a hard time, but you know I'm good. Okay, Rook, time for the fun stuff. And by fun, I mean incredibly dangerous.
You're in good hands. Take it away, Lou.
Okay, first rule. Always scan ahead. Ships can have pockets of pressure anywhere inside them. Let's have a look. Activate your scanner now. Your scanner shows the pressure state of every compartment. Red labels are unpressurized. Green are pressurized. Cut between a red room and a green room, and boom, violent decompression.
The correct term is explosive decompression.
Explosive, same deal. If we cut this ship now, it pops. Only safe way in is through an airlock. If you can't find one, they show up on your scanner too.
So, as you can see from these green tags all throughout the ship, this entire ship is still pressurized with oxygen. Which means if we cut anywhere on this thing and get access to one of these compartments, all connected compartments that are also pressurized will start shooting out air rapidly through that cut we just made, which can expand the cut or shatter things or fling objects around. So,
good. Now cycle the airlock. Should be a switch in there. And you're in. From inside, you can safely depressurize with an atmosphere regulator. Should be one nearby. Give it a go.
here we are.
Thank you, Wolfgang, for following.
Thanks at all. We are now in a fully pressurized ship. This is an atmosphere regulator. Looks a lot like an air conditioner. But you see how all of this room is one single connected thing? That means if we use either of these, the whole thing will depressurize. So let's pick one and use it. Yowdy to you too.
Hey! All right, look! Either you're a fast learner or I'm an amazing teacher. Now, sometimes you're gonna have to depressurize a ship violently.
Explosively?
Explosively. As soon as you hear that warning, grab onto something. Seriously, you don't want to get sucked through a 1-inch hull fracture. Believe me, it's unpleasant. Sometimes different areas of the ship have their own pressurization systems. So remember, always scan ahead. Now, hey Weaver, why don't you take the rest of the day off and I'll demo my patented reactor rodeo technique?
Nah, that's all right there, Lou. Thank you very much.
Oh, hot tip. You know all the supplies you can buy at the kiosk? You can actually scrounge a lot of that stuff for free from the ship.
Come on now, Lou. You know that's against the regs.
That's just because they want us to spend every penny at the company store.
It's also not safe. Nor sanitary.
Come on, what?
You know how long that stuff's been floating around and all that grime and dust?
They're vacuum sealed, Weaver.
Oh, probably well past their expiry date.
Okay, well, it's not like I'm saying to steal power cells and flip them on the black market.
Look, Lou,
Tell you have it gifted
I
to
need you to try and
subscriptions
follow the
community.
rules now, you hear?
Yeah, whatever, boss. Catch you later, Rook. Lou out.
Cutter, I encourage you not to huff any old can of oxygen you find, but if you do, please just monitor your vitals after. Oh, and for God's sake, don't eat anything you find. Anyway, Have a good shift. Holler if you need me. Weaver out.
GTA Lady Havoc, thank you very much, as always. So, some secret difficulties in this area here. This is a complicated one, actually. I don't know if it's just a kind of a trick for the unprepared, or if this always happens, or if we're just unlucky. But we've got external compartments out here that are also pressurized. And not only that, we've also got fuel tanks and fuel pipes that are also filled with fuel. And if we actually put our hand against these, we can hear the liquid flowing. If we cut this pipe, it'll burst. Now the light's off, and we can no longer hear it flowing. So, being in here is real dangerous.
Airlock depressurizing.
I'm going to go out the airlock here. And as you can see, the airlock now stays open because the entire cabin's depressurized. And I'm going to see if there's a way for me to externally expose one of those compartments. But once again, we might actually be in a position where we need to do this the fun way.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Also note these nacelles have their connection point on the inside. I can't just cut right there. Some of these objects are designed for deconstruction more than others.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Right, I forgot. I can charge up now. So,
Valuable object.
I think of one way to do this.
Credits deposited.
I can poke a hole in the airlock. It's gonna destroy the airlock, which is gonna remove a lot of salvage value here, but... Okay, here, I'm gonna try this first. Talking through my thoughts as I try and figure this out. Okay, that's a safe removal. That means this should be too. Oh yeah, where's our... Heck? Oh wow.
Warning. Oxygen reserves low. Lynx recommends regular gentle exercise to increase blood oxygen levels.
Remove fuel tanks and stuff inside first. Probably a good idea.
Welcome to Metatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
And since I've removed some core components, you can now see that we've got the white with red line, and that means it is now impossible to pressurize this room, because it is fully exposed to space now.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay. There's no good way to do this. Find a spot that's far from the fuel tanks. One hand on the wall. Okay. And we're in on this side. Blood fuel from the nacelles and conjoined pipes.
Cutter, ship's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count. Weaver out.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
That entire area seems to be a singular unit. Pipe cut points here. First time seeing those.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are dropping.
Ah, everything's depressurized. Didn't realize that also got the other side. Apparently all that was connected.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Warning. Oxygen reserves critical.
Cargo hatch? No, cargo road.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Tether supplies are dropping. Helmet damage detected. Always use Lynx branded repair kits to avoid invalidating your warranty.
If you'd find the ships as being cars, then yes, this is actually a case of cargo space. Modern pipe networks have indicator lights running along the pipe to show whether the system is active or not.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Overnight genetic backup complete. Pattern deviation nominal. Have a good day.
Continuing to make a dent in the dead, at least, even if it's cartoonishly insurmountable. Gonna save up a little. Alright, let's continue working on that ship. Lynx mandates each cutter salvage the maximum amount of value possible in a timely manner. Rewards and recognition may be given to top performance. Continuing salvaging your existing ship? Yes.
Hey, Dee Dee, what's it like to work with animals? I always wanted to get into it.
It's tough work, kiddo.
Tougher than shipbreaking?
Well, no. But, well, it's just different, I guess. Nothing quite like wrestling a calf.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Eris doesn't get fresh meat, just big stuff.
Yeah, even on Earth, it's only really for rich people.
It was a pretty good job growing up, even if it was hard. It's not what it used to be.
Huh. How so?
Mr. Tucker, the owner, was about as useful as a steering wheel on a mule. No clue how to run a ranch. Was mostly my family keeping things going. But Tucker cut corners too much. Raising cattle on Mars is just a damn tricky thing. So we ended up struggling just to keep him alive.
Sounds fascinating. And also a little sad.
Sure wasn't pleasant near the end, kiddo.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
You'd pull this apart from the everything else for a bit. Careful. There we go. Flush the fuel. Hey, half alien, all. I went and took a look at your itch page and saw that you made a couple of fan games for
Secured.
what's it called?
Credits deposited.
Space Funeral. I've yet to play Space Funeral, but I could potentially take a look at those after I play through that game finally.
Processing object.
I know that you were
Applying
interested.
credits to account.
Tethers.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Welcome to Venditron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase.
Tethers restored.
Right. Once again, we can wrangle this reactor real easy by just going like this.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Simple as.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Games are made by people.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Making a game is no easy feat. I appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into it. It's no easy feat, but it's also easier than you might think it might be. One of them paradoxy type things, you know? Alright. All that's left is the millions of objects inside the cockpit.
Material accepted.
Tether supplies dropping.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Caution. Helmet damage detected.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. All salvage goals complete. All rewards allocated. Salvage accepted. Credits applied.
I can't believe that I've reached this point. Let's see. So, because I haven't made a rule about this yet, I'm tempted to just go, yeah, it's fine, and let you have this, you know? But I might have to make a rule of no advertising your own games during the span of a stream. But honestly, I never thought I'd reach the point where I'd need to clarify that, you know? And it's honestly an honor to have reached that point. Yeah, see, you get it. Yeah, I don't want to sound... You can see how that could become untenable over time, you know? But... Goodness, I need to actually set up some sort of system for this, don't I, at this point?
Raw material deposited. Transferring
Goodness
credits.
gracious. I'm truly and deeply honored. But my general policy for games is I
Salvage secure.
practically without exception stream games I am already familiar with. So there's a fair chance that I will maybe play the game on my own and then stream it after as part of a Monday grab bag to give a brief highlight, along with a very clearly demarcated statement of this game was received as a free key on part of the developer. I am very, very diligent on noting that sort of interaction as well. But there are exceptions too. I was given a DLC key for the game For Me World, which I played for the first time on stream. And that one was a surprise because For Me World's absolutely incredible and I love it so much. But that doesn't change the fact that the very first experience with it was me being given a free copy of the DLC for it, which is informational. Essentially a blog run by the main character that gives details on the creatures that you find in the game.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Purchase the master jack.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Steam Curator page highlighting every game on Steam that I have highlighted thus far. Good idea. Guess I got some more work to do.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing shortly.
I'd say we've been going for quite a while by my usual standards. I'm thinking I'm gonna crack one more ship and then call it good for the day. Got a big day tomorrow too, so.
Urgency.
You want me to do the next one fast, huh? Alright. Oh, you don't need to apologize for anything. Come on. Happy to have everyone. And that includes you lurkers who have watched and never put a single comment in. Love y'all too. First playthrough of the game, closer to third playthrough. Follow from a speedrunner. Oh yeah, right. When I did my Monday grab bag of Beton Brutal. Okay. Once again, we look through each of these and look at their designs, and we pick one, although I am going to veto the Astro Gallardo Cruiser because that's hazard level 3, and that's boring. So, the Allen, the Guan, the Saucy Persephone IX, Arcadian Benoit, Trenchant Ware, or the Ambler. The Saucy Persephone. Alright. And we got an urgency vote, so... Coolant leaks will flash freeze objects, making them incredibly fragile.
Welcome to...
Alright, Cutter. The thrusters on these Atlas ships are worth a mint, but can be a touch fiddly. There's only one way to salvage the thruster engines and fuel injectors intact. You gotta pop off the thruster nozzle and work your way inside from there. The trick of it is, these thrusters become unstable once you start working on them. Fire starts spreading real fast. When it reaches the fuel tank, it's gonna blow. You gotta get in quick and switch off the fuel supply. There's a shut-off switch at the very back. Get to that switch as fast as you can. Otherwise, well, we'd be in for a big old mess. Okay, let's get that nozzle removed.
So, this is actually kind of fascinating, because there's a trick here that I don't think a lot of people know.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Hey, Cutter. Wanna see something special? Take a...
Tality Havoc gifted 10 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you. Oh, and Weaver is demanding that we stop our urgency just for a moment.
That railgate.
So.
What a beauty. You know, no matter how many times I see that old railgate fire, it never ceases to amaze me. Could be you on there one day.
Huh. So this is fascinating. We haven't dealt with coolant objects yet.
Clock's ticking now, Cutter. Get in there and hit that shut-off switch.
Ouch.
That's it, Cutter. Real satisfying when it comes apart like that, don't you think? I'll leave you to it from here. Weaver out.
So, this is the quote-unquote normal way of doing this.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
It's dangerous, it's stupid. There's a trick with cooling. Usually, inside those panels, if we had unlocked the rights to work with ships that have coolant packets as a hazard, there'd be a little packet of coolant there. Coolant freezes stuff. That means coolant can freeze the liquid in the pipes from moving. Freeze each of those pipes with coolant first and then cut them, and the thing never catches fire in the first place.
Confirmed. Applying credit.
Oh, that one's actually attached the classic way. stop you from flinging in every direction. Alright, back to the urgency.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh, we got extremely variant pressurization in here. Let's see if we can equalize it.
Airlock pressurizing.
GC the Gray Area gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're pressurized in here, but we are not pressurized in this next door. So, we can tap this one. That will
Air
equalize
pressure level decreasing.
across the main cabins of the ship. As you can see, it automatically opened. Oh, poster. Mine now. Oh, poster. Mine now. And once again, it looks like we don't have easy access to these side compartments, so we're going to have to do the old spicy decompression. Let's see where that reactor is. It's in the bottom there. So if I cut over here, just a little slice. Alright. Do another quick check. Okay, we have the airlock is pressurized. Let's go depressurize that.
Airlock depressurizing.
That works too, but that's a very ill-advised way of detaching things, because as soon as you actually detach it, you fling it against the wall.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Alright, let's get this panel off here.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Alright. Hey, fuel tank, I didn't see you there. That could have been bad. Poster. Poster. Ah!
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. At some point, I just run out of ways to say thank you, you know? I start repeating my lines of dialogue, as it were.
Account credited.
And hell, I've said this before too. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Get this long-ass thing into the processor.
Got about 2 minutes left in this ship cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
Caution. Tethers depleted.
Welcome to Venditron 9000. Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Careful.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, no you don't.
Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
Yeah, I missed one.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Oh. Miss another? Could be that this is just solidly actually connected to the very core of the ship.
Kindly Basher just cheered 500 bits.
Easy.
Salvage
Thank you.
registered. Transferring credits. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay, now it's disconnected fully.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Ship's almost done in the middle cutter. 1 minute left.
Tether supplies are low.
1 minute.
The Great Area just cheered 500 bits.
Applying credit to account.
Thank you.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Caution. No tethers. Please refill.
Processing valuable objects.
You know, if Weaver didn't have me look at the beauty and majesty of the railgate activating, I probably could have done that in one shift. Damn you for trying to make me appreciate
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
my environment.
Lynx would like to share the
All right, folks. Got a priority message coming in from corporate. Everyone put down what you're doing and have a listen.
Maybe they're gonna give us some holiday time. That'd be awesome.
That would be a first. Probably just another Pilsen kid getting a cushy exec job.
Hush up now, y'all.
This is an important message to all Lynx Salvage Division employees. It's come to our attention, thanks to a very loyal member of our family, that there has been talk about forming a shipbreakers union. A union is a dangerous thing, where extensive fees are extracted for so-called representation of your workers' rights. At Lynx, our top priority is already your well-being. This is why union activity is strictly prohibited by your contract, for your own protection. To safeguard you and your work, we are immediately dispatching an administrator to every salvage sector. This administrator will oversee operations and ensure proper employee conduct. They are authorized to correct worker behavior by any means, and they'll remain in place until we can guarantee company-wide integrity. Until then, remember, the company is your family. The union is your enemy. Thank you.
No holiday. Told ya.
A union? I haven't heard anything about that. Have you?
Of course not.
Probably happening around the Martian districts. They always been quarrelsome.
You heard anything like that, Lou?
No. Hey, Weaver, do you know when our administrator's showing up?
Week, maybe? Coming all the way from HQ at Jupiter Gate. When they get here, we'll need to be on our best behavior.
Oh, great.
Nothing to fret about, all right? But they are going to be checking everything. Salvage logs, transmission records, operational efficiency.
Oh, great.
You'll be fine, Kai. It's not a performance review.
Lou's right. Now, let's just try and keep our heads down and weather this storm together. See y'all in the yard. Weaver out.
Hey! Don't worry, this is a closed channel. There won't be a log. Well, looks like things might get a bit difficult around here. They're gonna try to make our lives hell. Don't worry. Just having access to the Union News Group doesn't make you a full-fledged member. Besides, no one from corporate has access. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. If anything happens, I'll make sure nothing comes down on you. Lou out. Hey there, Rook. Saw that you found an old data drive while you were salvaging. Now, I'm a bit of a tech head and a history nerd, so I love these things. They're uncensored info. Sometimes it's junk, but sometimes it's gold. Either way, it's a more genuine view of the colonies than what you see on the garbage news networks. I'm sending you a data recovery program. You'll see it on your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation mangles up the data pretty bad, but you can usually pull 1 or 2 intact files. Hopefully it'll give you a better sense of the wider world. Warts and all. Have fun. Later, Rook.
Poster. 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 Javelin tank. Javelin from Helix Heavy Industries is a highly modular, multi-purpose ship type, primarily used for industrial purposes. The tanker model is a mobile fuel platform. Beware of extensive fire hazards on board. An entry-level version of our tanker was easy to create by simply stripping out expensive creature comforts, cup holders, padded seats, safety features, and so on. Again, kinda cartoonish. But, you know. Link's safety third. Yeah, like... cartoonish, unsubtle, but perfect for Mayday. And again, me playing this game on May 1st. I'd love to say that was intentional, but no, that was literally just pure coincidence. In any case, so we're going to return to that ship at a later time, since we got that cutscene and I was just about to wrap up anyway. This game's pretty, this game's fascinating, this game's fun, and I like it a lot. As per usual, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you all for joining, and thank you to anyone who's watching out in post. Half Alieno, I think I'll message you through Twitch here, and that would be a decent way to communicate there. As for everyone else, let's see who you can read to. Cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha. Gonna do something a little unusual by sending you to a... Good lord, that's loud music. Hold on. Gonna do something a little bit unusual today by sending you all to a already well-established VTuber. Gonna send you Juniper's way. A moth VTuber with a honestly awesome rig that is entirely self-made by her. She's real cool, and a real inspiration in terms of the post-human kind of approach toward VTubing, of being a slime or being a experimental moth person monstrosity creature. Till next time, friends. To another place.